Hello, welcome. So Milk have just come out with a new foundation, skin tint, gel tint, I think they call it, and it's this one here. I picked mine up from Space NK, which I believe in the UK is the only place that you can purchase this at the moment. I also got the shade 3. It comes in 15 shades. They look okay, you know, there's a pretty decent, you know, shade range there. And it's called the Hydro Grip Gel Tint, which I'm assuming is going to be a bit like the Hydro Grip Primer, but with a bit of a tint in it. So kind of a bit of a 2-in-1, I assume. I'm really intrigued, I'll be honest. So it says on the packaging, a long wear gel skin tint with hydrating hyaluronic acid and gripping blue agave extract for breathable, lightweight coverage and a natural dewy finish. So it sounds beautiful. So just having a look on Space NK in a bit more detail, it says, formulated with hyaluronic acid, niacinamide and aloe water, lightweight, non-comedogenic, works to boost hydration without clogging pores and feeling heavy or greasy. It's fragrance free, perfect for sensitive skin. Milk Makeup Skin Tint grips makeup to keep it in place and prevent creasing or fading while leaving the skin looking and feeling fresh and glowing all day and night. Lightweight buildable coverage with a natural finish. Okay, right, so let's go ahead and give it a go. I think I'm going to do a wear test with it as well today. So this is what the outer packaging is like, pretty simple, and this cost me £34. This is the actual product itself. I actually love this packaging. I think it's really nice. And we have 35ml of products in here. A little bit pricey. I suppose it is milk, but it's a little bit pricey for 35ml, but it is what it is. So it's a squeezy tube. You just take the lid off and then we have the products in here. As I say, I got shade 3 and I'm hoping it's going to be okay, not too light. If it is, we can warm it up, I suppose. So let's have a look at the texture. So, oh, it's a bit thicker than I expected, you know. It's not really moving. Could be quite promising. I thought it's going to be really runny. I don't know why. I suppose because it's a skin tint. Oh, it's actually a really nice texture. Yeah, it's a lot thicker than I was expecting. It feels like it's going to go quite a long way, and it feels really nice. That might be okay actually. It feels really nice, like as you blend it into the skin. So I know it's just the back of my hand, but that's how it looks. Obviously, you know, not blended in or anything, but it actually looks really nice. It's got a peachy undertone to it, this one actually, which quite cool. So I reckon I might be all right with this, you know. Okay, so let's bring her up really close. I'm going to start off, I think I'm going to take about that much, which isn't really an awful lot, but I have a feeling this is going to spread really far. And I'm going to use a brush because that's how I would normally do it. Some hormonal spots at the moment, but 'tis life. Right, and I'm just going to go very lightly. Yeah, it's quite, it's a little bit pale, you know, but that's fine. It's quite grippy, like the primer is, as I said earlier. Which is actually quite a good thing. Yeah, if we've got like a primer and a skin tint all in one situation, then all the better for me. I'm just going to use my sponge just to really press it in as well. Oh, actually, do you know what? The colour's fine. I thought it was going to be too light to start off with, but it actually looks pretty much perfect. I've got so much redness in my skin that sometimes it does tend to look a bit too light until I really blend it. Oh, do you know what? That is really nice. It's a skin tint, so it's not got masses of coverage. You can still see, you know, some imperfections showing through, but but it looks like my skin, but just more even. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks more even than this side. And it doesn't look textured, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't look heavy. Yeah, so can you see here? It's a lot dewier. Can you see how much it's evened things out? And just look at that dewy glow as well. It is stunning. So this is the side before I applied the product. You can see my redness showing through like a lot. Whereas on the side that I've put the product, the colour's really good, isn't it? On the side where I've put the product, it just looks more even. I mean, it's not dramatic. As I say, it's a skin tint. You're not going to get, you know, full cover from it, but I love how it makes my skin look. Right, okay, so let's apply it to the rest of my face then. I'm going to stick to this method with the brush and the sponge because, as I say, that's how I would always apply it anyway. Okay, so I've got it all over now. It is a very dewy finish. As you would expect, it is a gel tint. It's a hydro gel tint. So for me, I would expect like dewy, radiant, glowy looking skin from this. That's exactly what it does. As you can see, it is very glowy. So if you're the kind of person that likes more of a matte foundation, this definitely won't be for you. But if you are someone that likes a dewy look, like myself, you're gonna love this. It is really nice. Yeah, I do still feel, I feel in some areas it's a little bit too glowy. Maybe it looks a little bit, I don't know actually, just on my forehead, I think. I don't mind here because that's where you would naturally have highlight anyway. Looks beautiful. It's very kind of glass skin-esque, I would say. But yeah, I don't want too much glow on my forehead because I don't really want to look sweaty. You know, there is a fine line between glowing and sweating. So yeah, I do feel like I need a little bit of powder in certain areas. And I will say as well that round here, where I do get my dry areas, you can see it's not that bad. It really isn't. Some foundations really emphasize it, but you can see where it's broken up very slightly around here. Yeah, this is my skin. I use tretinoin, so I do get quite dry patches. But yeah, it has clung a little bit, should we say, to those. But as I say, it's not too dramatic. It's nothing I can't cope with. I think a little bit of setting spray, like a hydrating setting spray, will definitely sort that out. But yeah, I'm just a little bit mindful of it. I'm going to do a wear test and see how it goes throughout the day anyway. So we'll see if by the end of the day that's really bad. Hopefully it won't be. So just quickly, I have now finished up my makeup. This is a lot more out there than I would normally go for. I've just reviewed a collection, so that's why it's like this. But anyway, so yeah, it is all done now. Yeah, I do feel like I'm a little bit drier than my usual everyday foundation than I normally am, like as I pointed out, like around these areas here. Apart from that though, it does look really nice. Like around here, it looks really lovely. It's you know, my normal bronzer layered over it absolutely fine. I do have a different blush on that you can't really see very well, to be quite honest with you, and this highlighter isn't my usual one either. So yeah, they've gone over it fine though. I've popped a little bit of powder on, like I said, on my forehead here where it was really shiny. Down with the bridge of my nose I went on with a little bit, and just a tiny bit around here as well, but that's it. Everywhere else is as it was. So the time is now 1:45. Wow, the time has flown today. So I'll give it as long as possible. I normally try to leave it about 8 hours, but will that be too late? 10ish? Nah, that'll be fine. I'll try and get 8 hours out of it if I can. And yeah, check in later. So it is, I'm knackered, absolutely knackered. It is now 11:15 at night, and I cannot wait to get this off now. Excuse the buzzing. My son's in the shower, and yeah, he's got the fan on. It doesn't look too bad actually. It does look really dry around here, but to be honest with you, after this amount of time in me, it is to be expected. But everywhere else, it looks all right, you know. A bit oily, But apart from that, it's not looking too bad at all, really. So forehead, you can obviously see where it's settled into my wrinkles, but anything does. Yeah, around my cheeks, I'm really impressed because that actually looks pretty good, actually, around there. Even my nose looks all right. And this is, as I say, the danger area, shall we say, for me. So yeah, if you know tretinoin, then you'll understand. But yeah, this does get very dry for me by now anyway. But to be honest with you, even this amount of dryness isn't actually that bad. It can look much, much worse. The foundation, I would say, is a good one. I do really like it. I'm going to use it, you know, quite often for sure. As always, I will link it in the description box below for you, along with a discount code if I can find one as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me. If you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching.